I'm back. Back sitting in the car in the parking lot of some sort of shopping center. All right. Today I want to talk about something a little different. And this is going to stretch your noodle a little bit. This is kind of a theory. And but it seems to play out in my world, okay? So, okay. You create, right? You're a creator, right? You create. You can't stop creating, right? Just like you can't stop thinking. Um, your thoughts create. Your thoughts are like in the previous video that I made. Ooh, there's a bee flying around here. Like in the previous video that I talked about thoughts and that how thoughts play in that quantum uh, finite or fine material space where we bring out through ourselves, right? We think a thought, then we channel through our body and create it into this world, right? That's kind of stretching a little bit, but fundamentally that's how it works. I mean, in its simplest form, that's how it works. So we can't turn that off. The only time we do is, I guess, when we die in this space, right? And so you can't turn off creating. So your thoughts are on all the time. They're making. Just think of it like in this way. You create like say you have what this is what comes to mind. I'm sorry, but say you have a cement truck, right? And the cement truck, one of those big barrel ones that are turning, and it's pouring out the cement into this like big trough. And that's us, right? We're constantly pouring out cement into this trough all the time. And so we got to use that cement properly to build stuff that we want to build with, right? I'm trying to make this work with me here. So cement is like a building block, right? You can make walls, you can make pavement out of it, whatever, right? It's something that builds and it accumulates, right? Same thing with your thoughts. You can't turn it off. And so there's no such thing as destruction, even though, we kind of understand, things kind of like vanish, right? You can have like the Grand Canyon, and through just a flow of water, it drove a channel into to the sediment, into the rock, right? So would you call that destruction? I wouldn't. I'm calling that creation, right? It made from the rock something else, right? So the same way your thoughts work. So say you want something in your life, right? You want, I want to be XYZ, whatever, right? You want to accomplish whatever it is. And so you think about it a little bit, it's exciting to you, it inspires you, and you're like, dang, I'm rocking this thing, right? So I'm going towards it. Then as you approach it, for whatever reason, you have a little bit of doubt that comes in, right? That doubt, kind of like back in that other analogy I had about the boat, right, in the previous video. It's like throwing out an anchor and it drags you down. You feel the resistance in your momentum, right? That doubt is basically, it's not destroying what you set out to do. It's creating something, another layer of it. So in other words, instead of going out to do what you want to do, right, you're creating a layer of, I can't do this, right? So it layers on top, like the cement analogy, it layers on top of that previous layer, right? So again, you can get yourself kickstarted again. You're like, hey, let's do this thing, man. I'm excited about whatever I want to do, blah blah blah, for whatever reason. That throws another layer on top of that layer. Does that make sense? So in other words, in essence, because we're talking about thoughts and we're talking about energy, you can have infinite layers. It doesn't matter. And so unlike cement, right? You'll probably eventually go to the moon, right? Build a bridge to the moon. But the thing is that because it's immaterial, it's the energy space. We don't know what the hell we're doing to ourselves by creating layers that aren't consistent to what we want to accomplish, right? In other words, I do this to myself all the time. I'm totally guilty. And so, you move towards something, then you have a doubt that throws a layer of, I can't do this. So you're like, bleh, it kind of like just bums you out. And then that's when I have to go back to the drawing board and like sit down and start thinking, why do I want to accomplish what I want to accomplish? Well, because I want to create something different. I want to create something new. I want to contribute to the world, right? And that's what we all do with our amazing creations. Contribute to the world, guys. You are unlimited creator. You only create. That's all you do. You just layer it. You just layer it out. So know that you can't turn it off. That's your nature. That's why you're here in this physical body, because you translate from the thought to the imagination space through this beautiful apparatus you have into this world. Contribute to the world that way. It's okay. You can do this. There's nothing that stops you. There's nothing that stops you. Ask questions, because I know, and I've been there, and it's like, I know I can say, oh, well, if I get approved for this loan, I'll have the money to do this, or I don't have the money for that, or, I'm not healthy enough, or I'm not tall enough, or I'm not fat enough, whatever the hell it is. I'm not smart enough, whatever. Those are just walls. Those are layers of creation that you put on on the cake of your creation, right? So, in other words, you have a wonderful, I would say vanilla cake or whatever, and then you layer it with like a layer of disgusting, frosting on it. No, dude, scoop that stuff off, or just leave it there and put on top of that something else that makes it delicious, right? Weird analogy. However, I'm trying to paint the picture that we constantly create. We don't stop. So the layers that we add, if you're bummed out about something, don't freak out. Just create another layer of awesomeness, right? Something that inspires you, that motivates you to create, to contribute to this world, to be who you are, who you came to be. That's your tool set. That's what you have. That's what you are. That's what you do. Let it loose, man. Let it loose. Let that loose. Stop holding ourselves back. I was a weird sentence. Just stop holding yourself back. I'm talking to myself too at the same time. Don't trip. So, all right, guys. So I just want to kind of throw that weird, quirky idea out there. I want it to be something that I want you to have the concept that you always are on. You're always on. Every thought that you think is a layer in your life. And if you're unhappy about something, just put another layer of happiness on it. Something that excites you, something that motivates you. You are infinite creator. You have an infinite access to creating. That's what you do. That's what we all do, right? And there's nothing more just awesome than showing the world who you are, right? And what you do, and what's natural to you, and what you have fun doing. Because what's natural to you and you just love to do, it just, you just radiate. You just radiate to the world. And it's like, look at me, I'm happy. And they're like, damn. I mean, you don't have to scream it out loud, but they'll notice, because that vibration, that expression on your face, that is something that they'll want for themselves. And of course, there'll be sometimes a little bit of jealousy, or sometimes people want to like trip you, right? Because they're not angry at you. They're just, quote unquote, what people call haters. It's just, what happens is people want that for themselves, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to access that. And while they see you do it, and that pisses them off, because it pisses them off, or shows, it heightens the contrast that they themselves are in a holding pattern because of their own thoughts, because they believe they can't. That's literally it. Because if they went out and did what they wanted to do, they would not even pay attention to you. They'd be busy doing their stuff, right? So I hope this video kind of kind of stimulates a little bit of blood up between the ears, right? Because the thing about that is, it seems to be real. It seems to be an actuality of how life works. And I've seen it in people, and I've seen it in myself. And so there's no such thing as destruction. It's just creatively doing something in a different way, right? Go with what feels good to you. That's your guidance from within. That's your guidance telling you that you're in the right direction when you're creating, okay? When you're creating destruction, quote unquote, or creating something new that's not to your benefit, that's probably a better way to say it, it doesn't feel well to you, because you're not aligned with your well-being. You got a lot of tools on the inside. There's a lot of tools that help you achieve what you want to achieve. You don't have to be jealous at anyone in life. You don't have to lament what you just did 5 seconds ago. You got your full canvas right in front of you, ready to go. The road is wide open for you, okay? So make and pave that road with all the awesomeness that feels good to you, so you can have a smooth ride through life on that pavement of awesomeness that you just threw down on your road. All right, guys. Love you. Have a great day. I'm kind of sweating here. So this is, again, an oddball video, but it's something that a concept that I want to throw out there to kind of give you an idea of how you can't turn off your creativity. Anything that doesn't feel right is worry. Don't believe that you can make what you want. And that's the reason why it feels like worry, is because it goes against what your body knows, what nature knows that you're capable of, right? It wouldn't tease you with ideas and inspiration if you weren't capable of executing it. It would be an inefficient system, and we live in a very efficient system, okay? It'd be a waste. And everything is here to support you, even me. All right? So let's be our best. Let's make what we're proud of, and just live life to the fullest, right? Peace. Have a great day. I'm ending this video now. I'm stopping the gibberish, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it always comes up right before the video. Bye.